Okay, I have made a boo-boo, right? A boo-boo, a mistake. Yesterday, when I was talking about the 10 trillion frames per second, right? I then went to work out why I thought it was impossible. And I ended up getting down to, because of, there were 3 trillion micrometers. There were 3 trillion micrometers in 300,000 kilometers, all right? So I thought that 300,000 kilometers, 299,000, you know what we're talking about, right? I thought there was 3 trillion micrometers. And I then went on to say that because they're on about 10 trillion in that 1 second, we had 3 trillion in that 1 second. He's got 3.3 times as many, so he could basically take photographs at will. But I thought a micrometer was a tenth of a millimeter. So I thought a centimetre, right, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 millimeters, right? And then we get one of those millimeters and we bring that millimeter over here. I then thought that there was 10 micrometers in a millimeter. There's not, there's 1,000. There's 1,000. Alexa, how many micrometers are there in a millimeter?
1 millimetre is 1,000 micrometres.
Right, so I got that really, really wrong. So, I went for 3 trillion, thinking that I was talking about 1/10 of a millimeter. And I am still going to stick with what I say, but instead of calling 1/10 of a millimeter, Alexa, what is 1/10 of a millimeter called?
0.1 millimetres is 0.01 centimetres.
Alexa, what is the 10th of a millimeter called?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. A tenth of a millimetre is called a dimicrometre or micrometer, represented by the symbol micrometer. It is also common to refer to it as micron. This measurement unit is often used to measure very small objects, such as cells, particles, and
Did
details
she
in
not just
electronic
say
devices.
micrometer? But she did say di. Alexa, what is a diameter?
Diameter is usually defined as...
No.
a straight
Alexa,
line
stop.
passing
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what is the 10th of a millimeter called? Alexa, what is the 10th of a millimeter called, please?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. A tenth of a millimetre is called a dimicrometre or micrometer, represented by the symbol micrometer. It is also common to refer to it as micron. This measurement unit is often used to measure very small objects, such as cells, particles, and details in
dimicrometer.
devices.
All right, Alexa, stop. Now, Alexa, what's a dimicrometer?
A demigod or demigod.
Sorry, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. So, yesterday, when I said that there were 3 trillion micrometers in that 1 second, no, there's not. There is 3 trillion dimicrometers. Same thing. Alright, so that is my error. Right, that is my error. I thought it was a tenth of a millimeter. It's not. It's 1,000. So, a dimicrometre, dimicrometre is 1/10 of a millimetre. Alright? So, there are 2.997,920,000. There are 2,997,920,000,000 dimicrometers. In that 1 second, right? That's better. And then they claim 10 trillion frames right? Frames per second. So, the speed of light, if these were distance markers, it would have 2 trillion, let's call it 3 trillion distant markers, right? So the light travels for 1 second, and in that 1 second, it's got 3 trillion dimicrometers, little markers. So as the speed of light is going up 1 second, it will tick them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many it's got. 3 trillion of them, right? In that 1 second, this camera can take 10 trillion frames per second. So that means it can take a picture of 3.3 of those distance markers, right? No. No, no, no. So that's still an absurdity. I'm still calling it out. I did make an error. It wasn't micrometers, it was dimicrometers, but it's still the same thing. It's a unit of measure, and that is my point. We stand by that as well. God, that was nasty.